Good afternoon. I had three naps this afternoon. This afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is the 15th of April, 2020, and buongiorno Italia. Buon pomeriggio. It's not too late, but will be soon. And the reason why I say that is simply because we didn't smell yet the coffee. Smell the coffee, I said. If we are in the, not the middle storm of the epidemic, we are still on land. We're still on land and we still can decide everything and we still isolating ourselves at home, healthy, good. We still have NHS still. But if we we are 15th of April today, and if we're still speaking about this and this, yeah, this, if we're still speaking about this thing, something like that, but in plastic, and something like that, if we're still speaking about this, and we live in Trump saying, come on, let's try this. Oh, what the fuck? If I said to you, try this, will be alright? Or try this? Or try just the coffee. Smell the coffee and you will be tested. Simple. You choose. It's close from hydroxychloroquine. I'm not a doctor, but I am a man with a common sense. It's the same like Mr. Donald Trump. The same like Boris Johnson. Wash your hand twice and sing happy birthday to you and be a prime minister asleep in isolation. And you need a prime minister, I'm here. Simple. You don't have somebody to ride your ship right now, to steer the ship anywhere. This police. I like to see police. The only person in the street is a police must run away. It's simple. Look, everybody obedience, abide by the law and abide by his own common sense. People at home. Not because the government asked them to stay at home. Yes, of course. But they knew this is the right thing to do. But we're going with this government. For example, today they make 13,000 tests. Yesterday they did 12,000 tests. The day before they did 8,000 tests. This according to what they're saying. It was 282,000 and after it was 290,000 and then it was 302,000 and today is 313. This is how the scale going on, how the number of the tests. This means they're doing about 20,000 tests for 2 days, while the capacity of testing now is 20,000 tests per day. It means they're using the half of them capacity right now. This is contradiction. And who talk is the same person who's saying in 2 weeks' time we're gonna make 100,000 tests a day. It's a hoax. And this government and any government would waste time. Hydroxychloroquine, Mr. Trump or Mr. Johnson. It's not. It's what if the reality you have to be clear to your own people. The reality you have to play for the worst case scenario, and worst case scenario that's outbreak not gonna to end now. It means you're not speaking in economy anymore, please, in media. You're not speaking about how long you're gonna relax this lockdown. You have to speak about how we're gonna hush more this lockdown. How we gonna, for example, I have suggestion. If the situation for your calculation or for anybody have any smart person in this government, please, if can listen and can know, this is more likely to be happen. That's we're gonna have about 4 million patient. I don't want to speak about this, but we're gonna have about 4 million patient sick with corona or something consequently with corona, and they need a permanent need in the hospitals. 4 million. This is the worst case scenario, I know, but this could be July. if the outbreak we cannot, if this not flattening, it's gonna be this way, and we are learning, then we have to play for the worst case scenario. In this case, I suggest, strongly suggest that it looks like crazy, but I suggest that it's 15 April today. You have to rehearse how to evacuate cities, some cities, and I think the best strategic way to save that situation, you got, according to Matt Hancock today, you got 19,000 people in hospital, nearly 20,000 people in hospital, almost half of them, about 10,000 of them in London alone. Then I think it's more logically and more wisely to free the central part of London, evacuate it all, and translate it into a big hospital, and transfer all people sick from all other hospitals. This is a way to save the NHS, by the way. Transfer all the people sick with corona to the same area you put together in London. You choose it, central area or whatever. I said London because it's have access to everywhere, and because it is the central of this epidemic in here, and the most number is there, and the most people dying is there. Then I think we have to think strategically, and we have to evacuate a big place in London, which we can send it. Maybe the central place, I'm not saying full London, but you have to evacuate place which have a lot of rooms, a lot of single rooms. People can stay for sometimes in isolation when they got to to be cured or to get trial for the medicine. That gonna take a long time, and we need to make that. In If we did that, if we transfer the 10,000 patient right now to London, and we hospitalize them, not in hospital, to save NHS, not to take the corona to hospital and to our doctor and kill them one by one. No, is to take it to other places. Save the NHS for the other patient for something else, because you're gonna have a lot of them soon. Then you have to make one city to bring all the patient of corona there, and all people, even suspected cases, and all of this bullshit we learn every day about this invisible enemy. You have to take it to one place. Then you clean outside, and you know what's going on. And every more cases coming, you have to go to London, and you have to prepare for 4 million bed. Simple. If you prepare for 4 million bed, not ventilation, you don't need for ventilation. Can't make this. You can't. You're England, yeah, Britain. You cannot make this. You cannot make this. You cannot provide this. On land, we are on land. We're not yet in the middle of the storm or in the sea or nothing. We are very good, calm day, no raining, the sun on. Nothing wrong here. Nothing. No earthquake, no volcano. Everything is steady for you. Like, it's very ready and steady, and you don't provide this and this, and you can dispatch it, and you can send it, and you can't logistic it. This you can't logistic this. How we gonna logistic somebody affected with corona? It means that you need to think again, government. It's we are fucked in your hand. Simple.